Well, hello everyone, and welcome to your Wotv Weekly, as well as a Wotv Worth It. I'm combining both videos, save myself a little bit of time because just not enough hours in the day, and enough said there. All right, so today we're going to be talking about some JP stuff and what to expect for JP this week, and you know what? It does occur to me that global isn't too much farther behind, or should I say worldwide isn't too much further behind. Yeah, worldwide version is getting closer and closer. We got a producer letter tonight for global. Hello, all the players out there of Wotv, producer blah blah blah. I'm writing to producer letter to mark the launch of the worldwide version. As I announced in my producer's letter and the live broadcast back in July, when we released the September 27th DLC, the global and Japanese versions of Wotv FF8 will be aligned as the new blah 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 Wotv worldwide version. I want to apologize to all the players for any concerns that they might have due to the changes in schedule. I really want to thank all the players and fans for your patience in continuing to play the game despite your uncertainty about changes. So that goes into talking about the upcoming schedule. Going forward, this means Wotv players around the world will be able to enjoy Wotv experience together, which is interesting because technically the two versions are not aligned. Dialing it back a second, just a reminder that JP and the worldwide version are still technically separate games and will be forever, because the global version, which is about to become the worldwide version, really, I mean, you have upgrades there that don't exist on JP and certain characters that exist on JP. And to that point, I would like to remind you that over the course of the last little while, JP's really gotten nothing of the global exclusives that we're still missing. JP is never going to be getting the upgrades that exist on certain vision cards for certain characters, which is a global thing. And at this point, global is still missing a few characters from the game. So when they're talking here about the two versions being aligned, well, that's not really true, but there is a special look at the October roadmap, which actually really tiny. I'm just gonna save that image and put it up on screen here because it's actually too tiny and now it's really big. Browser. So you can see here, Squall and Renoa, Seeds of Fate, 8 collaboration, Natural Loner and Irving in the first week of October. Second week, unit released in September in the JP version, vision card released in September. 8 collaboration, Trial of Reckoning. The Halloween units should match up pretty closely with JP. Also, the Reincarnation Festival is coming, which I'm curious if that will be very similar to... Well, I'm just really curious if that's going to be incredibly similar to the JP one, or if JP is getting another one really soon. That's something we'll have to take a look at. Also, I find that the 4th week of October is actually a really weird one because it says Halloween Vision card released in September for the JP version. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I'm not even like joking around. This seems like they fucked up this card a little bit. And yeah, there was no Halloween Vision card that released in September for JP. So good job, guys. Off to a brilliant start. But well, you know what? We're talking about this global stuff, so let's just keep going. And then we'll break into the JP stuff in a little bit here. So the big news is Final Fantasy VIII coming. Squall from Renoa and the vision card to Seeds of Fate. And I'll just tell you right now that my opinion has not changed. First off, Seeds of Fate is actually a great lightning-based vision card. If you were not around during the time of FF7 or just didn't get that card for just powering up your lightning-based units, then Seeds of Fate is almost certainly a must-get. Anyone who's interested in the future for lightning units should just get this VC. Very strong VC, it's only 70 cost, it's not the highest cost VC out there, and it's just good offensive. Next up, we'll talk about Renoa. And hey, good news, guess what? I actually do have a 140 version Renoa. And this is a character I quite like. I like her for a lot of reasons. She's just a cheaper version of Velas, as we've gone over before. And that's just plenty good enough reason for her to exist. Interestingly, I would say after using her for a while with just unchanged AI, that she is way more offensive than Velas has felt over the past. Velas has felt like probably one of the more better AIs out there, and I feel like Renoa is just constantly looking to murder stuff, which is great for farming. It means that she's a pretty good unit for new players. I think she's generally just a solid unit all around, and since you get the first copy of her, she's a pretty solid build, and probably my highest recommendation overall, not having seen if Irving has any upgrades. But yeah, I think Renoa is just generally pretty good for most accounts. And you'll probably want her if you're going to be doing the Trials of Reckoning anyway. So yeah, Renoa, I'm going to say that I like her, and yeah. So now we come to the unpleasant news, which is essentially Squall. And boy, oh boy, I wish I could just give a high rating to Squall, and JP might with another Story 3 if there's a new Lightning unit at the end of this week, you know, for the beginning of September. I tapped something in my phone. That's what the hell that was. And then I messed with my audio a little bit. Well, that's staying in. My phone was screaming, and I was wondering if someone was being murdered outside or something was going on my computer. Turns out it was neither of those. So anyway, getting back to it. Where was I? Yes. Squall. Squall has some interesting features. The Trial of Reckoning piece of equipment does give him a little more range as to improving those features. But overall, taking a look at this and the unique improvement of agility up, it's preemptive to before having seen the agility up on the vision card, but I don't think that there's anything. Squall is a perfectly good character, but that's not good enough to recommend potentially getting hosed on a pity for this character. So if you are getting him, get him because you like him and not because he is meta. Bridal Alaya was definitely meta, and Lightning has been a very strong element, but Squall has overall just been an okay character. A bonus character. So do with that information what you so yeah, that's basically Final Fantasy VIII. Lightning Vision card I think is just great for any Lightning users. If you're a Cid or like Lightning or Bridal Alaya, then the VC is just great, or Alphonse I should say as well. Talking about Squall is I think a generally a pass. Also, I just want to say that I dislike that his artwork features the regular skin for his Gunblade, and his in-game character skin always, the 3D model always has the Lionheart, which is kind of cool because it is essentially his signature weapon. But it is a little bit disappointing that, hey, we're just like, yeah, we made one skin and that's all we're going to do. But hey, there you go. And I just want to check something. What did they call his limit burst? It is Lionheart. Good. Just whatever. All right, and that is the Wotv Worth It. So that's my opinion. Of course, you can seek out other opinions if you would like them. But we'll wait and see what Irving looks like in the following week and whether that is worth it or not. Now, last but not least, talking about some JP stuff. What to expect for JP this week and what happened? Well, essentially, there was a TGS stream. It was pre-recorded about another story. It featured some artwork, but nothing that I saw that was brand new, or at least nothing that caught my eye. Maybe I missed something because I only took a brief look, because let's face it, there were other more interesting things being shown off at Square Enix this year. But overall, the Another Story just gave some like September stream rewards for JP players, and that was essentially about it. And they probably should have gave it to the worldwide version, but there you go. Because why not? Give people more stuff. As for this week, September 1st at midnight, which is a Sunday, will be when the new character drops. That will be almost certainly a character from Another Story, and probably the new version of Astrius, who is at this time a lightning-based character, and we'll see if that holds true when he's actually put into the game. But for people who are looking for news and details, earliest will be on Wednesday, with the possibility of it being Thursday, depending on when they want to get the news done and when they've decided on things. So yeah, there isn't going to be any other live stream that I'm aware of this week. The TGS one is the only getting, and there you go. So remember that I'll leave this video with a just brief reminder that this year's Halloween unit should be Halloween Salier, and I'm assuming that both JP and Global will actually have the exact same schedule, of the third and fourth week being the new Halloween unit and the new VC that will follow up directly behind it, and that will lead us into November, where we're all going to be celebrating the 4th anniversary for this game. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. See you later.